After Daytona, I have a bigger sympathy for those NASCAR drivers who have a bad race and then have their social medias blown up by how bad they did in the race, because boy howdy, was the comment section of the first Xfinity Series race at Daytona a cesspool of David hating and people telling me I'm not going to get a hot seat. Well, we are going to try to rectify all of the points problems, the finishing position problems, prove to you guys that I made the right decision for my team choice here in Atlanta, and we're going to start clawing back some points, because that is ultimately the goal. And hey, if we can get a win, we can lock ourselves into the chase, and then y'all can get off my back. So, driving off the fourth corner here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, let's see what we have in store for us. Oh dear. Well, we out-qualified Dylan Lupton. Don't worry, guys, I got this. We qualified 39th. We didn't qualify last. That is a positive. But to get this 3-star car into victory lane, it's going to require some 5-star driving, which hopefully we'll be doing right now. All right, starting on the inside of the field here, so that might be a good thing, it might be a bad thing, you never know. We come up through the gears here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and we are racing. This is, we're back to the 25% races for the next two, and next, quite a few actually. I don't know the next time we're going to actually do a 50% race. It's going to be one of the bigger events, of course. I'm going to try to do the 50% races kind of strategically so that the most interesting races get them, and then we're not doing like 50% races at tracks people don't care about to see a 50% race at anyway. So here we go, we're starting to move up the field. We got a good run through turn 3, we're going underneath Lupton and Ty Majeski, who we had some trouble with at Daytona. And I'd just like to point out, I ran a good race at Daytona. It was unfortunate circumstances that kept us out of a good contention. I mean, just look at how well I ran at the end of the second stage. If we hadn't gotten held up in that traffic jam and lost the draft, I think we would have been in a much better position. And as you can see here at Atlanta, we're just carving our way up through the field ever so slightly as I got into the back of Stephen Light. I should have maintained in the top lane there. That was a mistake, as Morgan Shepherd gets very loose there on the bottom, so we're just going to move up to the top here and see what we can get done. Ooh, well, I've loosened my car quite a bit. I loosened it up as much as I could because I feel like Atlanta's kind of an understeery track. And that seems to be doing the trick right now, as we're going to be 3 wide in the center here working into turn 3. That is not necessarily where I want to be. But we're going to make it work for now. Garrett Smithley being incredibly nice to me at the moment. Morgan Shepherd significantly less so. Around we go. And there we go. Spin, crashing, yellow. Well, Morgan Shepherd ran out of talent there, so that was all his fault. But we will get to pit. Should I loosen it? I'm gonna keep the car loose for now. For now, I'm gonna keep the car loose. I don't know if that's gonna change anything. It's gonna be tough. All right, so Lupton down to the inside, and we are back to racing here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. So, fuel, 14 laps. How many laps do we have to go in the stage? 3. So, we'll see how this ends up working out for us, if it ends up working out for us. The key would be to get to the front of the pack, and there we go. We're starting to fall back through the field. For whatever reason, the AI seem to have better acceleration. But once we get it down here into turn 3, where there's going to be some lifting off the gas, I think we'll be in better shape. It's kind of like a plate race where everybody's kind of packed together as we work up behind our teammate in a Toyota, Carl Long, also our team owner, who, by the way, is not very happy with me at the moment. He's one of the guys who is high on the rivals meter, or at least not high, but you know, he's one of the top guys who is currently upset with me slightly. How about that? That's easy to remember. All right, so behind Dylan Lupton here, we're not even near Morgan Shepherd, who was the guy who created the problems in the first place.
Right there.
We work underneath Stephen Light. Pass him relatively easily. Now we'll move up the top lane. Now we don't want to be 3 wide in the center. If I end up 3 wide in the center, I'm gonna back out of it. We know how that's gonna go now. As we get into Dakota Armstrong. I was trying to get to the outside, but I misjudged, and we fall back just a little bit after contact. We'll see what we can do working up here in the top lane in turn 3. Well, they're all going to go to the bottom, so we've just got to get around whoever this is right here, Brandon Brown, and it's going to be a poor stage. The first stage racing has not been very good for me in the Xfinity series this season, and once again it proves a little bit difficult. We probably would have been much better had we not crashed. Nobody is pitting. Nobody is pitting. So, you know what? We're going to try this. We're going to pit again. We're going to do all that stuff, because we're essentially 5 positions behind anyway. We'll just keep pitting, get some, keep our fuel higher than everybody else's, and we'll see if this works out. So we're going to the green. On the outside of Ty Majeski, Carl Long just ahead. 9 laps to go in the stage. We've got, of course, 14 laps in our tank. So we know fuel gets us 14 laps, and theoretically that means the rest of the field will get 14 laps. So if the final stage is longer than 14 laps, we won't pit. And then, you know, we'll be at the front of the queue when the restart happens. And hopefully we'll be able to hold on to the front of the pack once we get out of this traffic. I think the traffic's the thing that's really slowing us down at the moment. We can't run ideal lines because we've got Ty Majeski all over my lane as we move Carl Long up the track. The boss. Now I'm behind Dylan Lupton. Try to move to the outside of him, which I think we should be able to do. Hopefully he'll lift off just a little bit, which he did. We're going to be 3 wide off of turn 4. That's not necessarily where I want to be.
Hold your line.
I'm going to swing out wide because I don't trust the guys in the tri-oval there. Okay, we're falling behind Lupton. We're back around the outside. Lupton actually sneaks in behind Ty Majeski there. Couldn't quite get around him though. Or maybe we just need to be on the inside. Ty Majeski's still down there. Lupton gets held up by Majeski. There's cars on the apron going into turn 3, and here we go. There's a nice run. So it seems like turns 3 and 4 are much better for us than they are for the AI.
Hold your line.
And I just need to keep capitalizing on the run I get off of there as we go way out 2 wide. I should say 3 wide. I was 2 wide, T-O-O, not T-W-O. Wide. I was 3 wide, not 2 wide. But I was 2 wide in that I was touching the wall on the entry to turn 1. And here we go, working around the outside of Armstrong. And this time we should clear him. Stephen Light and I actually split him both sides. As we get into the light just a little bit there. So we're up to 35th. Ray Black Jr. down there on the inside. Spotter saying careful. He's not confident in my abilities at the moment. Whoops. Well, maybe I should have been confident, or I shouldn't have been confident in my abilities, because there goes Majeski down to the inside. And we'll keep having some confidence in this outside lane. That's where we need to be. Contact with Majeski again. Seems like everybody is really fast on the bottom. That's making it difficult for me to get any kind of real momentum here on the middle to top lane. The Light's going to move up in front of me, make some more contact with Majeski. 179, 181, 183. Got to carry the momentum through the corner. There they go. Just a little bit of a lift off there for Light, I think, in the center of turns 3 and 4. Just a little bit of contact. There's cars pitting before the end of the stage. There was contact with me. Good grief. We just got to stay out in front, or just stay out on the track, because I think maybe everybody's going to come into the pits. We're going to have to wait and see. Some guys making a stage strategy. Where's it all going to shake out for us as we get in behind Stephen Light here? Yeah, more cars coming off into the pits. Just a few, though. Just a few. Interesting. Interesting. So the guys at the back aren't pitting. Guys at the front are. Some guys going for stage points as one of the freaking Flex Seal cars is all over the track trying to wreck. Somehow he manages to save it. Goodness gracious, that was close.
Hold your
Getting
line.
behind Stephen Light here, and everybody seems to be pulling off into the pits. Ray Black Jr. looks like he may be staying out, may not be. No, he's just a late decider coming into the pits. As everybody doesn't pull off. Nobody pulled off. They're all running low, so they're all indicating that they are coming into the pits as they all try to wreck because they're all trying to run low. Not really sure what's going on here. They're just weaving around like drunkards right now. We're going to move to the outside of Black Jr. Trying to get in behind Yaley, but it looks like everybody's coming off into the pits. No, they're still just hanging down the bottom. What is going on? This is so weird.
Keep high.
This is
Hold
so
your line.
weird. More cars peeling off into the pits. We'll stay out.
Caution is
And
out.
there's the end of the stage. That was very weird. Were people running out of fuel or what? We'll come home 21st in the stage. There are 22 laps remaining. We've got 5 laps left of fuel. Everybody is pitting. And now, is that everybody, or are there going to be some people at the back staying out? They are staying out, but they are 1 lap down. So we are going to pit. We are going to pit. Everything is good there. Now, we will have to make one more stop, but the idea is we need to stay on the strategy that everybody else is, because if we get caught by yellow, we're screwed.
Stay sharp. Green's coming.
If everybody
Okay,
had pitted, we
start
would have
out
stayed
there.
out, but they
Green
didn't.
are outside. There's the
And
green
we'll just keep
flag.
those guys who went a lap down, trapped a lap down, because that's in our best interest right now. So as we get back to the racing,
Right there.
running mid-pack as Smithley's still all over the place. So Garrett Smithley, that's like the 3rd instance of him having some issues in traffic. He ran into us, of course. Well, he didn't. It was Morgan Shepherd, but he was involved in the accident in turn number 4,
Are outside.
or into turn 1, I should say.
Clear
As
up
we work
top.
to the outside of J.J. Yaley. He's another guy who's starting to not like me. He didn't like me in the Truck Series, and once again, we're finding that J.J. Yaley is quickly becoming one of our rivals. As we work to the outside here. And they're fairly slow, a little too high, Not where I want to
Are
be.
inside.
Yaley working me up the track just a little bit. Oh, a little bit of contact with Yaley. Do not spin, thank you.
Are outside.
But Stephen Light was not kind to me there. Ah! There we go. Okay, well, I should have just lost it because we're all the way back to 39th now. Dang! Ah! Man, this is starting to get frustrating. This is definitely not a 5-star driving performance, I can tell you that. I wonder if my car's too loose. Well, it's certainly going to be loose now that we've had damage to the back of the car. Oh boy, so... what do I do? Do I peel off now? Do I just take the lumps and pit now? Or do I hold out hope that we get a yellow that'll catch us back up? 16 laps to go, 11 laps on the fuel. What does a person do? What does a person do? I don't know if we're catching this pack up in front of us or not. Let's look at the gaps. See what we got here. Brendan Poole is at the back, 5.5. And the gap is staying at 5.5. And that goes up to 5.6 there with Ray Black. So yeah, I think we need to... Oh, this is tough. This is not what I want to be, where I want to be, and we're just going to lose it. Screw it. Oh no. Crash. Yellow. That was lucky. Well, everybody's pitting. Oh, well. Well, we'll just repair it. I'll tighten it up. I don't know. We got to throw the kitchen sink at it at this point. We're also going to tape the grill up. We're going to see what happens. All right, so 39th. I don't know how many more laps we have to go in this one. It's got to be around 10, so about the
Stay
same
sharp. Green coming. Okay.
amount as a
keep hard out there.
stage. Here we go. Brandon Jones is 12 laps behind the race, so we'll at least finish ahead of him. And obviously, we need a little bit more gusto out of this, so 11 laps to go. Blake Cook back here, running in the back. Actually, the pit strategy is kind of taking everybody out of their strategy. I'm starting to think what I should have done is just stayed. I should have stayed out on that yellow, or the final stage caution, so I would have trapped at least half the field a lap down,
Hold your line.
rather than get them all the wave around. Oh well, we'll just have to work on that for the next race.
Stay on the top.
And figure out some way to work the traffic here.
Stay right
And
there.
I'm worried I tightened the car up a little too much. We're going to have to see. There's just nowhere to go. Nowhere to pass
Hold your
anybody. So we're just going to have to be methodical here over the last 10 laps. As we get into the back of Majeski, we just have to push somebody, get somebody moving here.
Carlo.
He's probably going to be upset with me, but screw him at this point. I cannot be concerned
Still there.
with feelings. I'm just going to push Majeski all the way through 1 and 2.
Right there.
Come on, baby.
Carlo.
There's just nowhere to go. Zero place to go.
Clear low.
You just see how much he slows me down there. I should have just been on the bottom, past him on the bottom. Okay, well, if I go to the bottom, we're going to make it 3 wide, and I'll be on the bottom because I'm a little more confident running underneath these guys and running around the outside of them. So we bounce off of
Carlo.
24 car there, a little bit of contact, just trying to keep Ray Black Jr. behind me. Pinballing. Oh, around goes Ray Black.
The yellow
And the
down.
yellow was brought out by that, so, woo! Well, 36, so we're not going to be on the bottom. Wonderful. So we're going to have to work back to the bottom. We're running 36th, which is absolute dog doo-doo.
Stay sharp. Green coming.
Compatible.
Okay, be smart out there.
All right, here we go.
Green flag. Green flag.
Third gear. Now let's see if we can work our way up through the field. Combine Dylan Lupton, who we just can't get away from this entire race.
Carlo.
Car along, the boss making. I can't even cut down to the inside. I was trying to cut down in front of Ray Black Jr. and the car just would not go down there. That's good. Well, I put way too much push in the car now. I'm gonna bully car along down.
Out of clear.
Shove Ross Chastain into the corner. There we go, underneath Chastain.
All right.
I guess not. Apron decided to bite me there. Okay, so 3 laps to go. Car in the wall, Michael Lynette.
Car there.
So we gotta, no. Well, all the yellows have been brought out by me. Oh, God almighty. All right. Let's try it again. NASCAR overtime. Jeez Louise, this is our 1.5 mile game is
Stay
no
sharp.
bueno.
Green coming. They're about to throw the green.
Here we go. Working up through the gears. Can we get some friggin' points? Because otherwise we're in real big trouble.
Hold your line.
2 races and not a lot of points scored. As the car is not drafting up at all to Ray Black Jr. I'd love to get to the inside of him coming down the back straightaway. Can we do it? No, car just doesn't want to draft at all. And behind Mike Lynette, the threat. He's not moving.
Keep it right there.
All right, here we go. Here we friggin' go. 1 lap to go.
1 lap to go.
Car is very slow in the straightaway.
Keep it right
Gotta
there.
give Annette a shot. Somehow get him ahead of me. There we go. Okay, now stay to the inside, stay to the inside, stay to the inside. We're gonna finish worse here than we did at Daytona. Fantastic. Sorry, boss.
Carlo.
Sorry, boss.
Clear down low.
Around goes Carl Long. I had to wreck the boss to get 37th. Oh, this season is not going
But it
well.
just wasn't our day.
So we finished 37th, which was worse than what we finished at Harrison Rhodes won. That's interesting, over Kevin Harvick. Yeah, worse than we did at friggin' Daytona. Oh no. So, high-speed tracks Or terrible for the 40 car, as it turns out. Yeah. This is going to be interesting. I don't remember what's next. I hope it's a short track because those points, they speak for themselves. Well, we went up to 26,000 fans for some reason, and we're going to go on to Saturday at the Xfinity Series Las Vegas. 1.5 mile oval. Wonder how this is going to go. So, Las Vegas Motor Speedway, 1.5 miles. That worked out so well for us the last time, didn't it? Oh well, here we go for qualifying. Alright, working off at turn number 4. We got to get a little bit of cheater line here. I bet we're going to be worse than we were at... no, we weren't. A little bit faster than before. We outqualified Ben Kennedy, Ty Majeski. Blake Cook takes the pole position. So, let's see if we can do a little bit better in this one. Alright, starting on the bottom. Here we go, Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And working underneath Garrett Smithley. Well, not quite. Brown is going to be a bit of a problem there. Well, they're not pulling away quite as easily as they were at Atlanta, so that's probably a good thing. And we are on the bottom, so that's where we need to be. To not have to worry about getting run over at some point. Can we sneak under Sieg here? Yes, we can. They are lifting big time going off into turn 3. We're going to try to be a little bit more patient in this race. And we're at Atlanta. So just run behind Brown here, giving him a shot down the front straightaway. Just pushing him off into turn 1. And he's slowing down quite a bit because Almirola is slowing him down. We're actually moving up top, just based on the momentum of the fact that I'm sliding off of Brown's bumper. I'm going so much faster than him. So there we go. I don't want to work the outside yet. I do not want to work the outside yet. I don't have the confidence. I'm worried that we're going to get it landed and work the top lane and just have it not work. I just need to stay in the draft if at all possible. Almirola gets slowed up a little bit by Jones. We're going to shove him off into turn 1. We're clearly faster working into turn 1 than Almirola. I think he's at a Shelby Mustang livery. That's interesting. Kind of cool to see Shelby on the side. All right, let's work to the outside. See what we can do. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, confidence is back. Hello, confidence. I missed you. Where have you been all my life? All right, let's go underneath Kevin Harvick. Work that cheater line all the way down. A little bit of contact with Kevin Harvick. Stop bushwhacking. Whoa, that was braking behind Daniel Hemrick. A little bit more contact with Kevin Harvick. I doubt he'll be very happy after that. But we get a nice draft down the back straightaway. And we'll work to the outside of Hemrick as he's kind of running low into turn 3. Well, after 2 fairly pedestrian races, we're starting to find the groove, starting to find some of that magic again that we had in the Truck Series and, of course, in our Xfinity hot seats. As we're working behind Ty Dillon, to the outside we go. Can't make it 3 wide. We can get around there 2 wide. Somehow managed to slip in front of Hemrick just as that gap closed. 4 wide on the back straightaway. That was a bit ambitious of me, I will say that.
Stay low, steady.
Everybody stays 3 wide. We'll just kind of feather the throttle here on the bottom. Stand behind Reddick, kind of give him a little bit of a shot there. Just get him up into the fray here. Behind guidance counselor Brad and underneath Brendan Gaughan. They're 3 wide again going into turn 1. Just a little bit of a lift as we work a little too high into Reddick, and Gaughan is going to sneak in to the inside. So lots of 3 wide racing at Vegas so far. And clearly we've gotten to the point in the pack where things are going to get a little bit more tricky. 3 and 4, just like Atlanta, interestingly enough, they're still slow in 3 and 4. How many laps of fuel do we have? We have 9 to go. And in the stage, we have 4 to go. So this is looking like a race where we're going to have to pit in between stages, which is interesting. So we work to the outside of Keselowski. Still can't get around guidance counselor Brad. Maybe we can get him here as we work down the back straightaway. Move to the outside to turn 3, and around Keselowski we go. So, for whatever reason, they're a bit slow going into 3, and it looks like Matt Tifft is slow as well. So we have a good run, nice momentum.
ever.
And the best lap ever set by me at Las Vegas, even though I don't think we've raced at Las Vegas in Xfinity yet.
Right
So,
there.
you know, every best lap is going to be my best lap ever. We got 2 positions to make up before the end of the stage to get stage points. Can we get those stage points? Can it be done? As we work around the outside, really good run through 3 and 4. We need that draft though. We need that draft though. A little bit off of Clemens here. 2 to go on the stage, so 2 positions at least we need to make up for points. We work really, really high in 3 and 4 and get up into the wall, and it glitched a little bit. I tried to really send it off into turn 3. That blew it. We just blew stage points there. Unless we can get a run here. It looks like there's a slow car up top. It's Casey Kane. Even though I was saying Casey Kane in the last video, people got triggered because clearly they don't watch the Michael Scheffner trolling videos enough. But anyway, oh, there goes a little bit of issues there. This looked like Brendan Poole and who is that? The red car, 51. I've forgotten his name. He was just in front of me, and now I was going to say Rhodes, but that wasn't right. Anyway, we're not going to get there, it looks like, unless we have an absolutely incredible turn 3 and 4. Nope, no stage points. Well, I blew the stage points. Watch that be the only opportunity to score any kind of significant points in this race. Oh well, 12th place, not too bad, all things considered. I would assume everybody's going to pit. Yes, they are. So we only have 5 laps left of fuel. 40 laps remaining in the race. Don't need to repair the car. The wedge and all that is good. 4 tires, stop. No, I'm going to go for 2. Let's try to save a little bit of time. Which we do. We come out in the front of all of the cars that pitted. 4 did not.
Ready?
That's interesting.
Ready?
All right, here we go.
Okay, smart out there.
If we can get around these slower cars, we might be able to spring a lead here. Let's see if we can do that as we get up into 4th gear.
Hold the bottom. Hold your line.
Working down to the bottom. With Morgan Shepherd, who is running 3rd at the moment.
Still there.
Good run off of turn 2. We have some help from
All right.
Daniel Suarez down into turn 3. Let's see what we got going on here. We wrecked Morgan Shepherd. Jesus took the wheel there because I don't know how we managed to save that one. Woo! Okie dokie.
Still there.
Well, alright, never mind. I was going to try to go for the lead there, go for the glory. Morgan Shepherd decided he didn't want to do that. But we're going to work to the outside, and that's a mistake because here comes Daniel Suarez. So we got to block him behind Smithley here. And that's not going to happen because Suarez is going to, well, we're going to make it 3 wide in the middle. We saw how this worked out in Atlanta. And it doesn't work out very well here either, but we'll go to the lead for a short period of time. A little bit more contact with Suarez, and he'll take the lead, almost wreck off of Suarez, and there go all the fast guys underneath me. We'll block Morgan Shepherd, but we lost 5 positions to 5 cars that are probably much, much faster than I am. We'll lift a little bit in the center 1 and 2. Again, we're on 2 tires, probably, maybe a mistake, I don't know. We're 6th, though, so we can make it to the end of the stage and hopefully just get these 6th place stage points. But hey, we'll try to get some better positioning. There we go. Getting a good run on William Byron here. Not sure if I can do anything with it. We'll give him a little bit of a shot down the straightaway. And Byron working his way in front of me. Try not to spin off the apron there, David. Car is very loose, but that's fast at the moment. So we work to the outside. Elliott Sadler tried to sneak in underneath J.J. Yaley. I think that's Yaley anyway. Possibly Eric Jones. Several of these cars all look the same after a while. As William Byron's still working to the outside and nowhere to go yet in turn 3. It seems like the bottom lane. I mean, I'm not going to be able to pass these faster guys when they're drafting together on the top. Need them to slow up a little bit. And William Byron working to the outside, and then we sneak underneath him as, for whatever reason, he decided to get spooked there going to the outside. And, okay, up into the top 5 we go. Holding William Byron off now. Somebody else is sneaking up into this fight. It's Blake Cook, who started on the outside of the front row on the restart. And yes, that is Eric Jones, not J.J. Yaley. So again, like I said, a lot of these cars look exactly the same. Red bottom of the car with black top. That's exactly what Yaley's car looks like, because we got a car in the pits. It looks like Morgan Shepherd. So the guys who stayed out were obviously hoping for yellow. They almost got it when I spun out with Morgan Shepherd, but again, Jesus took the wheel. We were all right. All right, so we got 4 cars to pass here, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to them because it seemed like that one in turns 1 and 2 was terrible. And Blake Cook is all over the back of me now, and he is very fast. He's got a hot rod. Of course, he qualified on the pole, so you would assume he's fast. But we pull away in 3 and 4. Clearly, our car's handling better through that corner. They almost go 4 wide for the lead. At least they fanned out for abreast there for just a second. Sadler's really looking to the inside of Jones. Can't quite do it. I had to breathe the throttle there as the tires begin to wear. And again, we're going to have to hold off Cook in addition to trying to chase down these leaders. They're going to go side by side off into 3 and 4. That may cause some issues. Let's see what we can do. We're holding the bottom real well off of 3 and 4, and they are side by side all the way down the straightaway. And now Sadler goes back in the line, but we managed to pick up his draft just a little bit. We're going to follow Sadler's draft because he's closer. Oh, I was hoping he'd try to. I was hoping Jones would fall back just a little bit so Sadler would fall to the outside. Now Suarez goes to the outside. Not sure why you're going up there, son. It's not the best place to be. Can we get to the inside of Sadler? We got a nose and pull around Sadler. So here we go. Can we get a stage win? Can we get it? We got 3 cars to pass, and Blake Cook is moving up into this field. 2 to go, and Suarez is falling back through the field. Now the key is going to be timing this right to take the lead, and that's not going to help because I just screwed up the entry to turn 1 and 2, and we're going to lose positioning. Well, there you go. I was focused, and I actually ended up taking the bad line that everybody else had been taking into turn 1. It slowed me up. So Cook actually took advantage of that. He'll move up to 4th. We've got to fight Suarez for 5th. We'll do that effectively. Coleslaw Custard in the lead from Eric Jones there as we got 1 to go in the stage. Jones and Sadler, and Jones gets moved, forced out wide by Sadler, so maybe 3 wide battling for second as Cook goes to the inside. Don't know who to draft with here. Who's going to get screwed? Who's going to get screwed going into turn 3? That's the lane I need to be not in. And it seems like Jones is going slow. We're going to get in behind Cook. Can we get any positions? Working to the end of the stage. We're going to cut through the grass. No, 5th. Top 5 in the stage, though. If I hadn't screwed up, I probably would have gotten the win there. Coleslaw Custard takes the win in the stage. But we just weren't close enough. Not quite close enough. Everybody pitting again, so we'll come in. This time we'll take 4. I think that may be the strategy call to make. We'll see how far we fall back through the field when we make this call. As we wait for the stage caution end. I guess we're just going to run the timer out. That's interesting. Okay, there we go. All right. Nope, still 5th. Still 5th. So we got the Reese's Pieces car out in front of us and Leaf Filter. Coleslaw Custard on the start. On the pole position. And we're back to the race. So 26 laps to go. We will have to make 1 green flag pit stop as we work to the inside of Blake Cook. And in behind Coleslaw here, but again off of turn 2, a little bit slower than we were the last time. We don't have a lot of help. There's 3 wide action behind as everybody's sneaking around the outside. We'll fall back to 5th for just a second there as Jones was a little bit squirrely on the outside. And we'll make a little bit of contact with him. Seems like everybody's turned up the wick just a little bit as we got 25 to go. Pretty long race here in Vegas. As we just feather the throttle again, working through turns 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway and behind Suarez, side by side with Jones. There comes Allgaier. How did I forget that? Allgaier, who we have not seen all day, as evidenced by the fact that I forgot his name. Yeah, so Allgaier up there, he's making a move underneath Jones. So clearly the bottom lane is the one you want to be on to try to get this lead. And if you get too high out of the groove, you're in trouble. The phrase one-lane racetrack comes into mind We're talking about Las Vegas, and that's kind of funny because they raised the banking gear to try to eliminate that problem. Seems like they may have ended up making it worse as Sadler gets out of that groove. So does Blake Cook. Not sure why Cook moved up to help him there. Maybe because Chevy brand loyalty. I don't know. But Justin Allgaier now pushing us into this pack. It's nice to have a little bit of drafting help, even if it's a guy trying to get up into this fight as we move underneath Sadler using the draft of Suarez. We just got to carry so much momentum out of the corners, because otherwise we're screwed down the straightaway. As of course 3-star car, it's going to have less horsepower. So we push Suarez up almost underneath Blake Cook, but he may have scared Cook off just enough to get him up the track. No, it'll be Suarez again, keeping just ahead of me. 22 to go. And make sure that, oh boy, I almost got out of the groove there. We got like a tire out of the groove. Thankfully kept it all together. And again, just gotta keep the one main car behind me. As here comes Allgaier to the outside. Nothing doing. So we continue to just keep on this white line. As Suarez moves down quite low as Cook is going for the lead from Coleslaw. Can he get it? As we work to the outside and now arc it into the corner there. Wow, that was so close, and that was contact with Elliott Sadler. Oh, that was a little too close for comfort. A little too close for comfort. We're going to work to the outside. Again, just arcing it in, trying to get the maximum speed. And I got blocked on the apex by Suarez, so that's going to kill my exit speed. We just got to keep Sadler behind at the moment.
20 laps to go.
There you go, 20 to go. It's a long, long way to go. Just got to keep Sadler. He can roll more entry speed into the corner because, of course, he's coming in at a much faster speed. But once we get to the center, it seems like I can pick it up. And obviously, through the center, carrying speed, you're going to have a faster exit. Just work a little too high in turns 3 and 4. But maybe got some clean air. I don't know. And didn't lose too much time there to Suarez. Again, the battle is at the front. It's going to be about forcing Coleslaw out of that bottom lane. That's going to be the key. I think Suarez could probably do it. I feel like Cook is holding Suarez up as I got a little bit loose on the bottom, and there goes Sadler. Maybe Sadler can do it. And there goes Cook. He goes to the inside. Well, now they're going to all be side by side working into turn 3, and there goes Coleslaw. Rip Coleslaw. He's done. He is out of the one lane there that's usable, and that is going to be him toasted. He's going to be far back in the field when he gets shuffled out like that. Can we get to the end? Oh, Sadler went with him. Sadler, why you do that? Well, oh no, I understeered bad, and that's gonna, God almighty, I am screwing up turn 1 like a, oh boy, 3 wide between the Junior Motorsports cars. This is not good, and that means we're gonna be on the outside, not the extreme outside. Contact just a little bit with Allgaier. Somehow managed to force my way in there. So Coleslaw got a free pass because I was able to screw that corner up royally and shove Sadler further out than Coleslaw was, and kind of blocked up the inside as we try to shove Coleslaw in underneath Suarez, and there goes Allgaier. He's going to get through. Eric Jones possibly as well. Yep, there they go. Shoot.
All right.
Okay, so we have to regroup here because we got forced out. Tires are definitely wearing, and I definitely screwed that up just a little bit. So Allgaier to the outside. It's possible these guys, if they're going to run all so close, they might end up all screwing each other up. We'll have to see. 16 to go. Well, I was a little wide there. I don't know about the exit, though. Yeah, that was okay. That was okay. We got to the quarter panel of Jones. We touched the Reese's Pieces ice cream right there on the side of Eric Jones. Oh, that was just a... Wow, I shoved it in there, and somehow it worked. And we may gain 2 positions from this. Yeah, baby. All right. And it's a good run on Coleslaw there, but nowhere to go. We're just going to shove him off into turn 1. We could possibly get him underneath Suarez, which we did. But that's going to allow... I was too aggressive. I got him underneath Suarez. That was a great move, but I couldn't clear Suarez, so we fall back behind Allgaier. Boy, those, oh, and a yellow.
Watch for debris.
Okay, so that's going to throw a monkey wrench into things. Everybody's pitting, so we'll pit as well. We'll go with 2 tires since we're kind of in the middle of a stint. Yeah, you know what? We'll take the lead. We'll go for the lead here, and which we will get. So Cook on the outside, Custer, Suarez, Allgaier. It's the top 5.
Sharp. Green's coming. Nice and smooth here. Going green.
So,
Green flag.
is this tire strategy going to work? Track position, track position, track position seems to be the name of the game at the moment. Here at Atlanta, or excuse me, at Las Vegas. It was certainly the case in Atlanta. There goes Cook around the outside again. Oh man, he is just flying. Oh, contact with Suarez. No, 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 no. Okay. Well, we lost a ton of spots there. Brendan Poole just deciding to absolutely pile drive me going down the back straightaway, and he's going to almost lose it, but he saves it. Okay, so it's the same cast of characters up front, and now we don't have tires. That's a problem. That's a big problem. Okay, so 11 to go. But I do have a run. Can I do something with it, though? Can I work around the outside? Can I cut in behind Eric Jones? Oh, yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Well, that's not necessarily the same cast of characters. There is one extra guy up there. It's Eric Almirola. So Almirola has moved up into this position. Oh, I missed the apex of the corner. The apexes are so crucial here at Las Vegas. They're so crucial. Because if you miss them, you're gonna push.
10 to go. Keep it nice.
10 to go.
Right there. All right.
Oh, I grabbed the brake there, trying to get the car to turn into the corner. I'm full loose. I'm as loose as the car can get. So there's nothing more I can do chassis-wise to get it to turn. As I tried to avoid the apron there, just a little bit of contact with Brandon Jones. He's going to sneak to the inside now. That sucks. More contact. Oh, Dylan, what on earth was that? And it's a huge crash. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well, that was inevitable. All right. It's exactly what I didn't want to do. Well, all right. 4 tires, no fuel. It'll be right at the back. 39. And we do not have a lot of stage racing to go to get up there. All right, here we go. How many laps? 6. What can I do here? All right, so we're gonna work the top. Well, maybe not. Well, they're pulling away now. This is interesting. So this is as far back as we've been in this entire race. I guess we'll try to work the top since we have fresh tires. There you go.
Low.
4 wide. Make it work. Okay, so up to 34.
5 laps to go.
Gained 6 positions in 1 corner there.
Hold your line. Carlo.
Again, working around the top side of the track. Well, this is a heck of a lot easier when you got a really good car and you're passing cars that are not as good as you. Certainly the opposite of what was happening at Atlanta. And we got to use these fresh tires while we have them. So around the outside of Bubba Wallace, Harvick and Logano were running at the back of the field for some reason, or mid-pack, I should say. So get in behind Harvick to get that nice, sweet draft off of that Stewart Haas car. Or maybe not. We should just shove Harvick. I think the tires are starting to give out in terms of being able to run the top lane. We'll see.
Hold your line.
Work around the outside at 3 and 4. Ooh, that was close with Kennedy there. A little closer than I wanted it to be. Still working around the outside of Dakota Armstrong. Crossing the line, 3 laps to go. Got a long way to go. Just a little bit of a breathe of the throttle there in 1 and 2. Apt contact, and we just need to. It's starting to fall back a little bit. We're starting to get up to the point. Wow, yellow. Wow, that's going to help us a lot. That's going to give us another restart. Okie dokie. All right, overtime once again. We got one shot. Do not miss your chance.
Almost ready. Nice and smooth
Do not
here.
blow this
Going
opportunity.
Green, baby. Let's go get it.
Here we go. Obviously no fresh tires to deal with on this one. But we have fresher tires than everybody else. As Ryan Reed was very slow there. As we get up to speed, we're going to have to kind of rely on the outside lane when we get up here because we're not going to have the acceleration. We know we don't have that. So it makes restarts a little bit difficult from that perspective.
Stay right there.
So working to the outside, just breathing the throttle on the way in. And around the outside we go. This is Tony Kanaan special here on the restart. We come up with 1 lap to go. Can we get in the top 10?
Hold your line.
Clements
Give it all you got.
just ahead. Wow, I threw the car into turn 1 there. Am I going to be rewarded for my bravery or punished for it? The moment I'm rewarded. We got 1 corner to go. Can it be done? Breathe the throttle again just to give the car a little bit of help to get through the corner. And it's going to be a duel with guidance counselor Brad. A little bit of contact. And Brad's going to get it. 14th. Ah, boy, oh boy. So 14th, I mean, that's fine. We did some good stage racing, I guess. We got some points in one of them. So that's okay. I mean, considering it's a 1.5 miler, and that's clearly our weakness, 14th is not a bad race. Payday, gonna be pretty good, I would imagine. Yeah, about 100,000 plus the team payout, which isn't bad. And of course, we're well over 2 million now. Points, we move up to 27th. So would we get a win? We are eligible for the chase, which is good. But again, obviously, you know, 3 races in, 27th in points. That's not amazing, but you know, I think we can find that we will be able to do a lot better later on in the season, especially when we get to the short tracks. I'm just praying we get to some short tracks. So, yeah. Oh, Joey Logano. This is an interesting message. He's clearly in his Pennzoil uniform. So is this going to be anger at me, or is this going to be congratulations? Let's find out.
Good to see you racing in the Xfinity Series. Seems like just yesterday you were in your first truck ride. Good luck this season.
Aw, good guy, Joey. Uh-oh. With all that dirty driving by me in the last race, I feel like I'm going to have to take a shower, says Ryan Sieg. Why is Ryan Sieg talking trash? Ryan Sieg, get up to the front. Talk trash later. Okay, so we move on from Las Vegas, and we will start the next video with Phoenix. This is the track I won with in the 40 car, I believe. Yeah. We haven't got any top 10s or any top 5s. But let's see if we can change that at Phoenix.